Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is the Hebrew Jamaican Coolie back again with another video, and this is a urgent call, not just to black people in general, but to black women. The urgent call is for you to be careful, aware, and cautious. And as you guys are seeing, these people, these unrepentant people, this lineage and legacy of pure, unadulterated evil from day one, these people are on a rampage of deleting black lives and then finding themselves not guilty, just as scripture says that they will do evil and find themselves not guilty. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Let's start with the young lady, the 19-year-old who went out with the white man, right? And this message is for all those swirlers who keep claiming that the white zaddies are better than black men because as opposed to them, black men are deleting black women every 5 seconds, right? Even though there will never be any statistical data to prove that, right? But they're better than us, right? For years and centuries of savagery, decades and centuries of savagery, right? But we are the ones who gets the blame whenever we don't like nothing in life. All right, that's not my point, because this is not to start a rift, this is not to start a divide, and this is not to start a split or a fight between the black man or black woman. This is already present within the black community, and every time people try to repair this divide, this is what happens. You always have some sort of degenerate black person that runs their mouth about either gender, right? And constantly keep the divide going. Why is there such a constant and a strong effort to keep the black man and the black woman separated? And I spoke to my wife about this today. Let me tell you something, and I know a lot of you people see it as the truth. Black families are stronger together than white families. A white family is cosmetic and it's aesthetic, which means that it only looks good in TV shows and on media. In reality, what you're looking at whenever you see a white family is cosmetics. It just looks good. You understand? Aesthetics. It just look good. When you get down to the nitty-gritty, you're not seeing that. When you have black women and black men that get along so well together, you see a very profound and strong family. And this is why there always has been and always will be a very concerted and strong effort to keep the black man from making a family with the black woman to produce strong, positive black children in our society. Men and women, I as a married man is sick and tired of seeing women on the internet, black women in particular, spewing venom and toxins towards and about black men. Likewise, I am sick and tired of black men spew the same form of hatred, venom, and toxins towards black women and about them as well. Now, with that out of the way, we have to talk about these things that keep happening, especially to black women. But you have a certain group of black women who keep claiming that it's better to be with the white community than with your own men, right? They claim that black men are deleting black women at a rate of 3 seconds. Per 3 seconds, every black woman is deleted every 3 seconds. Man, you'd have less people in the world if that were true. And less black women in America if that were true. Now, let's get to the story. A 19-year-old, she goes out with a white man. The white man executing her. And basically dismembers the girl and take her body parts and put her body parts all over the place. Tell me something. How wicked do you have to be as a person to do that to another human being? How wicked, how demonic do you have to be to do that to another human being? Because it still seems that we're not being seen as human beings. It seems that we're not being seen as human beings. We're not. I can't tell you the many times that I've been invited out by white people, and then when I ask them where this place is, and if it's a place I don't know, I don't go. Because I don't trust them. Is it because I'm Jamaican? Probably. Jamaicans are paranoid when them come here. Some Jamaicans are not, but I am. Growing up in Jamaica, you basically have to dip on your wits' end more time. I look behind your shoulder. When you drive in, you want to make sure that nobody following you home. That's Jamaica. That's the Jamaica nobody wants to talk about. You see me? As much as we are loving people, we are very destructive people as well to our own people. Right? So, anyway, this guy gets caught on suspicion. He hasn't been charged as yet. To my knowledge, if I remember, he hasn't been charged as yet. He's just on suspicion. Really? I bet if it was a black person, he would have been arrested and charged. Yeah, you people have the swiftest justice until it comes to your own people. That's why the scripture is true, that they will do us evil and find themselves not guilty for doing it. Why? Because they still see you lesser than human being. No matter how far, no matter what year it is, people, you still have to understand that no matter what laws are in place, they will break their own laws. Their laws are not for them, it is for you. Rules for thee, not for me. It is a seed and lineage of evil, an unrepentant people. And if they could have done it and gotten away with it, they would. If it was still law to be able to take your life away from you, they would still do it. They would still do it. They would take your life away from you with a smile on them freaking face, because now all the inhibitors that would basically hold them back from doing all the evil in the world to you while you beg for mercy. Like that woman that was begging for her life. That black Uber driver begging for her life. They'll do it with a smile on their face. They don't feel no way about it. If many of them back in the day, when them did hang people up on tree, them take pictures with them smiling, them have your body parts in them hand, them a smile. Oh yes, there's a book I'm definitely going to own. It's on my Amazon list, and as I get a little bit more money, I buy that book. And I'm going to be showing you pictures of that book. I'm not sure if I can do it on YouTube, so I might just direct you guys to my website to do it. Right? But this is still who they are. And I've told my wife many times, I don't care what age they are, because guess what? If they were younger, I don't know what they did while they were younger. You understand? Them only old now. How many serial killers basically are old now? They're old. Some of them still not caught. They're old, them settled down, them basically got away with it. So them basically look on it and say, you know, I'm just gonna take it easy till it's time for me to die. You understand? You hear what I'm saying? Right? Now, basically this man got out with a 19-year-old girl, 31 years old, compared to what him look like. Him look like garbage. And this is what I want to talk about with these so-called swirlers who constantly disrespect black men and talk about black men are this, black men are that, black men are dusty bandits, black men are ugly, black men are broke, black men are poor, black men, and always end up with going out with the most ugly, the most unattractive, the most broke white man. Right? And that white man would probably be a 3 in a white woman's book. But black women holding them up like they're kings. Like they're gold. And this is what's happening to these black women. Too many black women are getting executed by these white men, by their white lovers, by their white husbands. But black men are the problem, right? Black men are even when this happens, you still expect the black men that you are disrespecting to protect you. Why? You don't deserve it and you've never earned it. And you shouldn't get it. Just like everybody else, if you make your bed, you have to lie in it. And if you lay with dogs, you're going to rise with fleas. Some of you black women have no damn sense. All you spew out of your mouth is hatred and venom. I mean, look at the dynamic right now. I explained the dynamic. And I'm going to explain it again. First it was black men are no good, black men are the villains, black men are the criminals, black men are this, black men are that. Hey, black women, marry a white man, date a white man because it's safer. Now the dynamic is black women are no good, black women are this, black women are that, black women are the enemies, black women are blah 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 blah. Hey, black man, date white women. It's a better relationship for you. Date out, date out, date out. That's all they tell black people to do. That's all they tell black people to do. There is nobody on this earth, no race on this earth that means black people well, that will tell black people to date each other. It is a better chance of survival for you. But you see it in the media now. They push a lot of black women doing wrong, and they don't put, you don't see much of the black men doing wrong anymore. Those aren't the videos they're pushing. Why? Because they want to push the black men who are now increasing in their resources in the black community to date out and give their resources to another ethnicity. That's exactly what they're doing. People don't realize the optics. People don't, like, black people don't pay attention to these things. That's exactly what they're telling you to do. They see that black men are raising up out of poverty, and they don't want their resources to go back into the black community or back into the black family. They want you to give your resources back to them. You understand? All right. It's not that there aren't any good black women out there. When these black men become wealthy and of very good status in society, that's not the truth. There are a possibility of a lot of, when we talk about options of being able to date multiple women, a black man cannot look at me and tell me that there aren't enough black women out there that you can find one to marry, but you can easily find a good white woman to marry or a good white woman to date. You can't tell me that. That's a bunch of bullshit. You can't tell me that. Same goes for the black woman. You can't look at me and tell me that there's not any good black men out there that is on your level that would love to get married to you, and you get out there and go marry an ugly ass white man. And then end up getting your life deleted. All those black women in the Swirlers convention are in a little conference of hatred of black men. Your mouths are tight-lipped every time a situation like this happens. You're so much in love with the lineage and legacy and seed of evil that you have to quat and shut your damn mouth every time something like this happens to an innocent black woman. It's so much better to date white men until they start taking your lives, right? It's so much better to date them until they start cracking jokes about you being their slaves, right? Gotcha. Yeah. Totally get it, man. Totally get it. I'm pissed off. And you know why I'm pissed off? Let me tell you why I'm pissed off. The woman the Uber driver who basically got executed, right? Let's talk about that story right now. The Uber driver that basically got executed by that white man, 81 years old, she's 60 odd years old. Both of them are old. That black woman can't run too fast. Neither does she have the strength to overcome that man, because if she did, I'm sure she would. Right? So, this man allegedly claims that he was scammed, or he was being scammed. And he basically, and see this woman on the video, basically, you see on the video, boy, what if we didn't even have a video? But it don't matter whether we have a video or not. Their lineage of evil will cover it up and say, find him innocent. The man is a stone cold blooded murderer. He's a stone cold blooded killer. You understand? He's cold blooded, man. Cause he shot her 3 times. 3 freaking times the man shoot her. You see me? 3 freaking times the man shoot her. The first time she started beg for her life and she had limp. She's trying to get away from the man. The man take her phone and block her. Block her from moving. Then you have, obviously, of course, the lineage of evil will protect their own. Oh, he was being scammed. He was being scammed. Oh, so he's being scammed and he has the right to take a life. Wow. The woman got scammed out of her own life. He scammed the woman out of her own life. What do you want to say now? It's an accident? Because you know you people have nothing of justice within your bones unless it's for your own people. Nothing truthful. You people cannot. You people cannot do anything that is of justice. You can't live justifiably. You can't act justifiably. You can't do anything in that direction. You have gotten everything that you have right now and everything that you've had for years through the mutilation, through the stealing, through the savagery, and decades and years of doing it. Right? So when you look at me and tell me, oh, you know, he didn't there's no excuse for somebody taking someone's phone, blocking them, and then shooting them. He stopped her from leaving. So if she was a threat, if the threat is getting away, you know what you're always told? Do not pursue. Do not pursue if your threat is getting away. You understand? They always tell you do not pursue. That threat, if she was a threat, you have to explain how she was the threat. You really and truly have to explain how she's the threat. What? She was going to make him throw out his hips? That black woman was going to make him throw out his hips, right? Gotcha. She was going to push him down and him drop and can't get up, right? That was the threat, right? That must have been the threat. That's right. That's the threat. Yep. Case closed. Take her life. Bunch of evil bastards. Bunch of evil bastards. America is a nation of unrepentant people. And listen to me and listen to me good. The time is coming, and now is, in which the nations of the world, especially Mystery Babylon itself, is being judged. America is being judged. And the kingdom that the people, the legacy of evil, the lineage of evil, has created for so long, that has stood so tall for so long. We know you're afraid. We know you're afraid because you see what's coming. We know you're trying to prepare for it, but there's nothing you can prepare for because you're evil. And evil must be punished. Evil is going to be punished. Right? Evil is going to be punished. Evil is going to be punished. I can't say this enough. I'm sorry. It's like, it bothers me. It bothers me a lot. That, you know, you have black women out there that's basically saying all sorts of things against black men. But are silent. Silent when it comes on to topics like these. I'm sorry, I can't hold my peace on a topic like this. I might be just a Jamaican, but I share the same skin color as that person. And just as how just that girl could be my daughter, because I'm 41 this year. I could have had this girl when I was 20. Or even 21. And she would be my daughter, 19 years old today. This girl is old enough to be my daughter. She's old enough to be my daughter. And the woman is old enough to be my grandmother. She's old enough to be my grandmother. Or even my mother, because my mother is 60 something as well. She's old enough to be my mother. It ain't right. It's not right. But just know this, that trust me, punishment is coming for America, and punishment is coming for the lineage of evil. You cannot carry on for so long doing what you do without there being an, what's the word again? I can't remember the word. But just know this. Justice from the Most High is coming for you people. Right? So enjoy what time you have left in the evil that you've created, in the world that you've created through your evil. Enjoy what time you have left on it. Because believe you and me, your punishment is going to last longer than how long you've been alive for. And you're going to see every single ancestor that did the evil that they did and claim to be Christians. You're going to see them get exactly what's coming to them too. A lot of you claim to believe in God and have great hatred for the ethnicity of black people in your heart. We know why. But trust me, you're going to be punished for it. You're going to be punished for it. Anyway, guys, that is my rant for today. This is the Hebrew Jamaican Coolie. Peace. I am out.